The Los Angeles Lakers have been one of the most impressive NBA teams this season. Skeptics questioned whether they had a chance against the top Western Conference squads even at full strength, but they've been among the league's best. LeBron James, missing most of the season to this point via injury, surprisingly hasn't hurt them at all. Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves both having dream seasons put the Lakers in a top 4 seed with an 11-4 record. Retired NBA player Chandler Parsons felt the team shouldn't be viewed as credible due to the foul baiting that occurs in games. The quote, transcribed by Fadeaway Media, showed Parsons calling the Lakers out for needing free throws to win. "They're getting a lot of calls," Parsons said on his Run It Back show. "They're dependent on this in their offense. So if I'm a team scouting against them, I am saying, guys, let's try. I know obviously it's hard because they have mastered doing this just like Jalen Brunson has, just like a lot of other guys have." Parsons feels Lakers can't win ethically. The online debate about foul baiting being dubbed unethical basketball has led to criticism of players like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Brunson, and others who hunt for fouls in recent years. Parsons believes that opposing teams playing smarter would limit the Lakers more than other top teams. Defend them without fouling, and they're going to struggle, especially in the half court, because this is their game. They create contact, they flail into you, they throw their head back every time there are hands. So teams going forward have to realize, okay, they're getting a lot of free throws, especially these two ball-dominant guys. You have to defend them without fouling, and I think their offense will obviously take a huge hit. The Lakers are second in free throw attempts per game at 29.1, tied with the Dallas Mavericks. Only one team shoots more free throws, as the Orlando Magic average 31.7 per game. Parsons thinks the Lakers show a stronger flaw than the other true contenders by this reliance on free throws. Is Parsons right about the Lakers? The overall talking point comes back to how much one believes in the Lakers being legitimate and carrying this strong play into the postseason. One major problem is that the Western Conference has 3 juggernaut teams. The Oklahoma City Thunder, Denver Nuggets, and Houston Rockets all have top 6 offenses and top 6 defenses right now. Los Angeles must have a consistently dominant season just to secure home court in the first round and rely on that style of play to beat equal or better teams in the playoffs. Parsons' point also highlights the postseason style of more intense basketball and fewer fouls being called. Doncic and Reeves may not get many of the same calls that come easier in random weeknight games against poor teams in November. Parsons didn't completely bury the Lakers, but he made it clear that this style makes them vulnerable in close games against better teams. Though Jeannie Buss is technically continuing her role as team governor, it's quickly becoming clear who is actually running the Los Angeles Lakers. Mark Walter didn't buy the team at a valuation of $10 billion just to let previous ownership call the shots. While it sounds like it was Jeannie Buss' call to fire Joey and Jesse Buss from the scouting department, it likely doesn't happen if Walter isn't in the building. Plus, Walter is bringing in a couple of trusted advisors to help the franchise. According to ESPN's Ramona Shelburne, the Lakers have brought on 2 important Los Angeles Dodgers executives in an advisory role. Farhan Zaidi and Andrew Friedman, 2 key executives with the Los Angeles Dodgers, have begun playing advisory roles with the Los Angeles Lakers as part of the ownership transition from the Buss family to Mark Walter, multiple sources told ESPN, Shelburne wrote. Zaidi, currently a special advisor to the Dodgers and renowned for his analytics background, is functioning as Walter's representative in helping with the transition, sources close to the situation said. Friedman, who currently acts as the president of baseball operations with the Dodgers, has played a lesser role. He mostly consults with Lakers president of basketball operations, Rob Pelinka, sources said. Friedman has helped the Dodgers win 3 of the last 6 World Series. What this means for Lakers? Friedman has proven to be arguably the best executive in baseball and, without question, one of the best executives in sports. Zaidi has been his right-hand man running the Dodgers for years, and the two have done a lot of winning. Now, basketball and baseball are very different. In the MLB, there's no salary cap, so Friedman and Zaidi can utilize Walter's seemingly endless pockets to great effect. That won't be as simple in the NBA, as the league has a much more complex salary cap situation. That said, they're both great minds with strong analytical backgrounds. It makes sense that Walter would utilize them in every way he can. They've helped make him a lot of money by turning the Dodgers into a powerhouse. If there's any way they can help the Lakers, Butler is going to take advantage of that. Pelinka has to be feeling the pressure. The fact that Friedman is closely working with Pelinka is very interesting. He's been a made man under the Buss family, considering his close ties to Kobe Bryant. While he gets a lot of criticism, he has done a lot of good things like trading for Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic. However, he's also made a lot of questionable moves. Friedman is likely trying to help him in a consulting role, but it wouldn't be a surprise if Walter is having the Dodgers executive evaluate Pelinka. He doesn't know basketball that well, but that doesn't mean he can't figure out whether or not Pelinka is good at his job. Regardless, the longtime Lakers general manager is officially on notice and has to be feeling some pressure to keep his job. The Los Angeles Lakers are evaluating trade options for a long-term rim-running center, and Daniel Gafford is emerging as a top target, according to Bleacher Report's NBA insider Jake Fisher. Even with DeAndre Ayton exceeding expectations in Los Angeles, the Lakers reportedly want a true pick-and-roll lob threat for Luka Doncic, someone with whom Doncic already has proven deep playoff chemistry. Gafford, who helped Doncic reach the Western Conference Finals and NBA Finals during their time together in Dallas, fits that description better than any available big man. Gafford's contract and production make him a prime target. Since arriving in Dallas, Gafford has showcased elite efficiency and rim protection. He is averaging 10.3 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks per game, while shooting 66.1% from the field this 2025-26 season. His 1.6 blocks per game is tied with Milwaukee's Myles Turner for 10th among this season's leaders. Moreover, his 3-year, $54 million extension was specifically structured to allow a trade this season. They avoided the 6-month trade restriction, keeping up that flexibility and optionality for him to get dealt, Fisher said. Ayton producing but not the ideal fit. The Lakers' current starter, Ayton, is averaging 16.5 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 0.9 blocks per game, while shooting an efficient 69.9% from the field, ranking among the league's most efficient bigs. His block rate, however, is significantly lower than Gafford's, placing Ayton outside the top tier of rim-protecting centers. The Lakers reportedly want a big man who can finish lobs, deter drives, and relieve defensive pressure in the pick-and-roll, a profile Gafford aligns with more precisely than Ayton's mid-range and post-touch game. Plus, Ayton is a flight risk if he continues to play out of his bargain deal. He holds an $8.1 million player option for next season. Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent as trade pieces? Fisher reports that Los Angeles has enough outgoing salary to construct a deal, with veterans like Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent often cited as potential trade pieces. They have a good chunk if they combine Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent, Fisher said, noting that the Lakers will only commit significant assets if they believe a move is necessary. Lakers not rushing into a trade. Despite interest, the Lakers are not expected to rush. Their 11-4 start gives them room to assess whether the current core can compete before sacrificing draft capital. See what this group really looks like before they really push their chips in, Fisher said. Why Gafford over other bigs? Other available centers, such as Domantas Sabonis, are less likely targets due to larger contracts and less ideal athleticism for Doncic's game. Gafford offers elite rim protection, 1.6 BPG this year, high finishing efficiency, 66.1% FG, a manageable contract, $18 per year, and proven chemistry with Doncic in playoff runs. Fisher puts Gafford at the top of the Lakers' trade target list for lob threats. Who better to go after than someone who had massive success alongside Doncic? Fisher asked. Most realistic trade target. While the Lakers are performing well, Gafford remains the most realistic and impactful trade target to complement Doncic. With his contract flexibility, elite rim protection, and finishing ability, Gafford fits the puzzle more cleanly than any other big man, and his 1.6 blocks per game rank him among the best defensive centers available.